Do we have a card from the mayor of Austin? All right. The chair will take the prerogative of recognizing the mayor of Austin to speak first before we do anything else. Mayor, if you will, as you well know, to be short and to the subject is always best, but you're numero uno right now.
Hoisted on my own petard, so to speak. And I will try to cut this way down, Senator. And first of all, Mr. Chair, members of the task force, I want to thank you for the work you've done. I know you put a lot of time and energy into this, probably more than you bargained for. So I thank you for that. As you know, I've been a supporter of geographic representation since I first ran in 2005, again in 2008, and when I ran for mayor in 2009. And specifically, I put on the table about a year ago in my State of the City address a proposal for a 621 system, along with a lot of other proposals, some of which you've supported, some not. I'm not going to go into the details, advantages. I'm sure you've heard plenty about that. But I just want to say one word about, I know there's been a lot of discussion about DOJ approval. And I want to say that won't come until after the voters make their decision. So I think we got to keep two things in our mind. First of all, will the proposal that we put on the ballot be approved by the voters? And will that proposal provide for better government and provide fair representation? If the answer to either one of those questions is no, I don't think it much matters, getting beyond that discussion, what the lawyers in Washington, D.C. say. So I know there's this controversy about a 10-1 system or some kind of hybrid system, which I've supported. As I've said, I'm not going to get into the weeds on the merits of those. I know you've been over that quite a lot. But I think what is important that is that all of us who support geographic representation be on the same page. Because if we're divided in our efforts here, the chances are that no system that we put forward will pass. So with that in mind, I want to suggest very respectfully that a compromise be considered. I know that there's been perhaps some discussion of a 731 system and also an 821 system. That's a little bigger than my comfort level ranges for possibly voter approval. I think that will be a problem, but it doesn't go to the extent of doubling the current size of the council, which I think will be a big concern with voters. All of us who support change, again, need to get on the same page, and it's important that we put a unified proposal on the table for voters. What the council does with your recommendation, I can only speculate, but I will say that your proposal will have great weight, certainly with me. So, again, I want to urge your consideration of a compromise, something that every one of us who supports geographic representation can get behind and support with great enthusiasm, because we may not get a chance to do this again for a very long time if what we put on the table fails. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mayor Leffingwell, and thank you for your service to the City of Austin and the people of Austin.
Thank you.
I'm going to take two more, and then we're going to go into our discussion. If the people who have signed up would come up, Guadalupe Sosa, and then Roger Bourget, and keep it short. Please do not be repetitive. Make your points. We have your written testimony.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. My name is Guadalupe Sosa. I am a member of the Austinites for Geographic Representation, a diverse grassroots group made up of over 50 individuals and organizations who firmly believe